Hi guys, it is me Simone, and in this video I'm going to be doing something different. So I've done a variation of this before, and I've showed you guys this before with my scrapbooking, and I gave you some tips and advice. So basically, let's move this out the way a little bit and straighten everything out here. Basically what's happening is I'm getting to that point in time doing my organization in my inventory series I've been doing with you guys here and there. I'm finding supplies that I totally forgot about, didn't know I had, and I'm getting really excited about some of the things I can make with them. But in the same regard, you kind of fall in your habit of the same 3, 5, 7 things you use, and I want to push myself to use my stash. I now, been crafting for going on like 10 years. I've accumulated a lot of stuff, and it is not as easy as it was to just search through my stuff and find things and craft. That is really hard to do, because I get to a point where I get burnt out on all the decisions and the choices and the things I can make and the possibilities. They're great, but it gets overwhelming very quickly. And I learned that when I first started scrapbooking too. When I first started scrapbooking, I had 2 paper pads. Over time, I had 1, and then I got 2. It was easy to flip through those 2 paper pads and scrapbook. Then eventually I had 3. Still really easy, because the first 2 I got were pretty much gone. So I basically had 1 and a few sheets of other paper pads. As time progressed, I ended up getting like 4 or 5 paper pads. 5. I ended up getting 5 paper pads all at the same time. I ordered 2 online, and then I went out with a family member and they gave me money to buy craft supplies. This was back in college. And then my paper pads had came. So I had 5 paper pads in the span of just what? In a few days. All new. And I still had a decent stash of paper here and there. And I realized really quickly I could not go through all 5 of those paper pads and then go through my little iris container that was almost full of paper. It was too much. So I had to do kits and had to do that. Break everything down and make it easy to use. So I did this years ago with scrapbooking. I still do it now. I don't show you guys my scrapbooking on here, but that's what I do, and it works amazingly. So when I'm watching TV, I just come in here and I just grab some of my paper and I sit it down and I just go through and I make little kits. I make maybe like 10-page kits, just paper. And then I might come back and I might pick out embellishments that I want to use that match the kind of color scheme I'm going for, okay? And I do that, put it in an iris container, and then that's what I use when I want to scrapbook. So when I'm ready to go, I'm inspired to scrapbook, all I need to do is get the iris container, get my photos, and scrapbook. And it's not okay, what paper I'm going to use, Maggie Holmes, and I have to worry about that. And it helped me to integrate my craft supplies together. A lot of times when I first started scrapbooking, I would get a new paper pad and I would use that paper pad pretty much exclusively the entire time until I got bored of it. And then I would go through my stash and I realized all the paper I had left was the bits and pieces of those paper pads that I was bored, weren't really my favorite pattern, I didn't like, and I really didn't have anything to craft with. I mean, I did, but I didn't. And I realized that's gonna be a problem if I keep doing that. I'm gonna just keep collecting things in my stash that I don't really like, I'm not gonna use, or I'm having trouble using. That's when I start doing kits too. So I want to do this to integrate the new things that I just showed you in my haul and the things I've had in my stash for like 3 years. So I'm getting good use out of them. I'm playing around with them, and they're not just sitting in my stash looking pretty. So that is a big thing I really wanted to do. Integrate all the different things together, so it's not just me using the new stuff and forgetting about all these beautiful dyes I bought at one point in time that, I haven't used. So that is what I wanted to do. I do my scrapbooking, but I wanted to do it with my other stuff, so my dies and my stamps and stuff and things of that nature. So I built a kit, and I wanted to get that long intro. It worked really well. I do have, like, right now I have 2 bins, 2 plastic containers full of dies. Going through all those, and they're kind of divided in sections and everything. It's daunting. Actually, you know, I'm like trying to get my room ready and organized. So this is actually something I have in my stash. So I'm going through and I'm making dividers. So these are, this is like some scrap. This is just like cardstock, Kentuck that I had, and I used a die to cut it open, and I laminated it, and I used my label maker to put here. And this is Alpha Stamps. It's so pretty. I love it so much. But I'm going through and making new dividers for my dies and stamps, so it's easy to search through if I need to search through. But that's kind of what I wanted to do. Like tangent, like went off. It was so cute. I was so excited. If you want me to, I could do a video on how I made those. It's really easy. I need to make more for my dies. But that's basically it. So this is just my June kit. I'm gonna try to do this monthly. I'm gonna go through my stash and then pick things. Now I pick things by random. I went through my inventory books for the page. That's the stamp set I'm using. Went through, my dies are not in order right now, so I kind of just like flip through the bins since I'm like reorganizing and inventory some of the newer dies I had. So my dies are kind of everywhere. So I went through and picked dies out. I'm like, boom, I'm gonna use these. Just so I wouldn't reach for like the same old. You can do this like more, like you can purposely go through and be like, you know what, I haven't used this stamp in a while, let me use this one. I haven't used this die set in a while, let me use that one. You can do that if you want to. It's up to you. I kind of want to challenge myself to the same regard, and I know I would pick some things I'm comfortable with using. So I wanted to get a little bit out of my comfort zone, pick things that I know I would not have picked, and just have fun with it. So that's my goal. I want to do several different projects using these. My goal is to use each one of these items in here at least once throughout the month of June, and to make at least 5 projects. That's my goal. Now I do say once, so if I pull a stamp set out and I use just this one little element here, I've used a stamp. That's good. It's from this stamp set. I'm not trying to sit here. I have to use every element on this stamp set. I have way too many stamps in this basket here. It would be too much. I'm just doing like one or two, like one element, actually, just one element. If that's a sentiment, that's good enough for me. I used it. So I jabbered on. It's already like 9 minutes of me explaining. So let's go through what I have selected here. So I'll go ahead and do like an order here. So I've gone through and picked some dies here. So I store my stamps and my dies front and back in a little paper plastic sleeves. So I put a sticky note on the die I want to use, so what I like have to use this month. Okay, so I have this die set here. I've been eyeing this for a long time. I just need to use it. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna do something with this. So I have this one here. This is a, what's it called? X-cut die here. I don't think it has a name on it. I think the name was on the packaging, but I threw that away. This is from one of those Scrapbooking Made Simple hauls I did a while ago. So I love this one. I think I'm making like an art journal with that. So I have these dies here, and you see the little sticky note that tells me this is a side, because there's a die on the other side, and that's not in my list. I have to use this one this month, and I don't have to use this one. This little cute flower die, and then these what's it called, postal rectangle stamps die. It's funny that I picked this out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like my favorite dies to use. I picked a lot of stamps up, but I did them in sections. That's why I have so many. I did sections. So I did a character section, a background section, an alpha section, an other, sentiment. So I wanted all those. So here's some of my characters I picked here, which is my Hi There Bear stamp set from Concord and 9th. Every time I say it, this is like one of the stamp sets I've always wanted from Concord and 9th. It's one of my favorite stamp sets. You can see I've used the bear a lot of times, so I get to use him. I picked him up by random. I was like, yay! I have this cute background stamp here. This door stamp and the dies, which is funny. I bought this, and the only reason you see ink on here is because I used this when I inventoried it. That's the only reason there's ink on there. These background stamps, a flower stamp and its dies. My sentiment stamp here is like a cursive sentiment stamp. My alpha stamp, which sadly I was kind of like disappointed when I picked this one out. Which I think if I don't, depending how this goes, I might have to put this in a D-stash box or something. And then this one, I pulled this out. I think I was using one of the elements on the stamp behind here. You know what? I have to use these elements. They're so cute, and I haven't used them. So that was definitely on my list of things I had to use. So those are here. I went through. I picked out 3 stencils. See, I marked them. So I had this wood grain here. You can't really. I have this one here that has like different textures on it. There you go. See that one? And then I have this gear one. It's really long. This is gonna be interesting. It's like some steampunk or something. And last things I have are embossing folders. I just grabbed a couple random ones. I have this textured fade here from Sizzix. It's basically like a note card. Gears. I don't know why I picked gears. I just grabbed 3 dies, embossing folders out of the tray, and this is what I touched first. And then this beautiful intricate embossing folder, and this 3D embossing folder from Sizzix, Tim Holtz. It's a wood grain. It is so detailed, guys. It is so detailed. And I can't really show you guys. There you go. There you go. You can see it a little better. It's weird. But it's a very detailed wood grain. So it's funny though. I picked a lot of like masculine elements, so I guess I could make it really easy man project, whatever it's gonna be. This is man project. Okay, so that's my goal. I have to use these elements now, just like you would in your stash. You see I don't have any inks put here or paints. You can go and do that if you want to. I just wanted to keep it simple at first, and if I want to, I can go and add extra stuff, but I'm not going to. Not this time. I might do it later. You can go through and pull in paints or certain ink colors you want to use in here. I am going to be pulling other items like my stamps. I want to say stamp. Yeah, some stamps and some inks and paints. Just like you would if you bought kit and you had supplies, you would pull in some of your supplies. So depending on the project, if I feel it's necessary, I might try to pull something in. But I'm going to try not to, and try to use these exclusively to make projects when I'm doing this. Now, I'm not going to only just be using this kit. I have other videos I need to post up here. I'm a little bit behind on my posting of my videos, so this will not be the only thing coming up in June, but it will be one of the things you will see me use pretty heavily. And I'm going to try my best to put these in like a playlist, so you can just watch them, all the June kit projects and all the July and August and etc, etc. So I'm excited, and can't wait to show you guys what we make and everything, and how everything turns out. So that's really exciting for me. But I think that's really it in this video. But I have nothing to say. I'm just excited to get started and get this baby started and do beautiful things. How many times can I say I'm excited? And then pull through my stash, and then I might do my next kit like for July. I might go through and pull out dies that I haven't used and use things I'm excited for, like, you know, spark some joy. And then if you don't like what you're using in your stash, like if I use this and I'm like, ugh, I don't like this, I can easily destash this if I don't want to keep it, if it's not what I thought it was going to be. So But that's this long video is good to go. I wanted just to make that video and show you guys what I'm gonna be doing for June. I can't believe it's already June. Gosh, I feel like this year has just been an interesting start. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing when June starts. I have some projects already. I already had a sketchbook near me. I sketched out a few ideas already. Yep. Some projects already that we're going to be doing. I got 2 projects so far using a good bit of these elements. So I'm excited for that. And I bought this one. I did a haul on this little sketchbook from Dollar Tree because I have ideas for this videos and whatever. I totally forget about them because I forget to write them down. So that's it, guys. Much love. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Get crafty and be safe. Much love. And don't forget, if you want to join in with the fun and make your own little kit, and let's get started. I will try my best to leave some links. I can't leave a link to this because I got that on one of those crazy warehouse sales, so I don't think this is available anywhere. When those videos do come out, and I do have my dedicated videos for these, I will try my best to find the items and leave links for you. So there won't be any links in this video, but when those projects come out, I will try to have links for them as best I could. Some of these things are pretty old and it's hard to find older dyes on AliExpress. So please, be patient with me on that. But that's it. Much love. Have fun. Get crafty. Make your kit, guys. Let's use our stash, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.